Morning. Today we'll just revise the whole thing. What is that whole thing? We'll start with microeconomics, and afterwards we will move to macro and stat and few maths. Okay. Before going to maths, we'll try to solve few questions on all these topics. And what I'm doing is it's not about whether it's going sequential or following the chronological order. It's not like that. I'm just going through whatever I know. I'll put a video every day, and I wanted to feel that I know few things, or I'm improvising on that one. I'm adding something to the whatever the whole thing that is present. So here in micro we'll start with the simple things. I learned about preferences. Preferences are basically, I will talk about that, how utility function will provide you with whatever the utility you are getting. And in utility also there are two things, one is ordinal and another one is cardinal. These are two things, and one measures the exact amount, and this one is just talking about the relativity. It's like you don't have exact, it means once again you don't have like 100 of utils. It's relative term. Maybe like suppose you are allotting some 0 to few goods, and upon that you are telling here 100 utils is some relatively the utility you are getting from some certain products. Assume that there is banana and apple. These are the two things. How much you are getting? You are getting some 0 plus 100 utils. So by eating banana you are not getting anything, and by eating maybe one apple you are getting 100 utils. We'll call these things in terms of utility. So before that we'll talk about few things. What is that? Budget constraint. Budget constraint is nothing but suppose you have certain amount of money. What is that? Some 100 rupees. I will call this as em. And how much you can afford here? Now before I talked about banana has 0 utils, but let's assume it has 50 utils. Now you have two goods. Those are x as apple, xb as banana. These are two goods, and upon that we are going to purchase them. The price of banana is pb, apple is pa. So the budget constraint is pa into xa plus pb into xb equals to m. That's 100 in this case. So the thing is, you can purchase the goods which costs maximum 100 rupees at the given prices of apple and banana, right? So we are discussing about these things, that is budget constraint, and afterwards we can draw this on the xy plane. How? See here, on xy plane it's apple quantity, it's banana quantity. How much apple maximum you can afford? You can afford apples when you don't purchase banana. How much is that? You are purchasing 0 quantities, so this will be m divided by pa. That will give you xa. So these are the maximum amount of apples you can purchase from this 100 rupees or the m rupees. So what you are getting here, some point you are getting m by pa as what? Apples. So here similarly, if you talk about the same budget constraint, and you are putting this one as 0, and for this one you will be getting m by pb equals to xb, right? So we'll take this here, m by pb. Okay, so afterwards we'll join this one, and in between these things you will get the bundle of goods that will take value less than 100, on this exact line you will be getting 100 rupees as the maximum amount, and on for that 100 rupees you are purchasing certain goods. That goods we call it as like xa comma xb. Here if I take this as obviously it's a xy plane, right? And here it will be xb will be 0, here xa will be 0. This is that budget line, understood? So after this I know about certain things. The things are like utility we just discussed right now. So when we are talking about utility, this is a beautiful thing in economics, and it's the most crucial part in economics. Whatever we purchase or get or we consume, that thing is completely depending upon utility, how much we are getting, how much satisfaction we are getting. So the satisfaction we are talking about is not just okay. I will stop the class here. I left the concept somewhere here where it was we were talking about utility. So what is utility? We learned before. We learned that utility is, what is utility? Utility is nothing but the satisfaction you are getting. So when we are talking about apple and banana, we say that apple is giving some utility, that is like, let's assume that the quantity of bananas, that's x a, and banana is xb. This is one thing. Or you can say like, when we are talking about this kind of utility, it's also kind of a preference we are talking about, how you are preferring two goods. So preference talks very beautifully about optimizing these preferences in the given capital or in the given money. How is that? Suppose you have amount of money, like budget, and xa and xb are apple and banana respectively, and at the price of pa and pb. So in order to, like, I gave you one utility function, that is u equals to xa plus xb. So this is not going to this is not going to tell you anything about like how much you should eat. But when we are talking about this one, we know this graph, right? What we know, see, the beauty here is like you have this one utility, that's the satisfaction you are getting is from consuming xa and xb, that will be utility. So here, see, now if you eat one apple, one banana, that is how much? 2 utility. But the thing is here, I say I have m equals to, before I took 100, now I will take 10. So price of apple is also 1 rupees, price of banana is also 1 rupees. So when we are talking about these two prices and the amount, how much you can consume, I say m by pa for xa, m by, sorry, xb is m by pb. So these are the two things. So now here, like, talk about maximum apples. So I can consume 10 divided by 1 equals to 10. So these are the, when you are not consuming banana, when you are not consuming banana, what you will do, you will eat, one second, yeah, you will eat 10 apples. So the utility you are getting is 10. If you eat how many apples, if you eat 10 bananas, sorry, how many bananas, not 10 directly, you need to calculate this, 10 divided by price of banana, that is 1 rupees, you will get 10 again. So you can get either 10 bananas at that cost and you will get 10 utility. So you can observe here, I can eat 9 apples, 1 banana, you will get 10 utils. 8 apples, 2 bananas, you will get 10 utils. 7 apples plus 3 bananas. So what you are doing, you are substituting 1 apple each time with 1 banana and you are getting same utils of utility, right? So what you have 10 as the utility in these two cases. So it only depends upon the price now. Why? Because price are same, that's why you are changing relatively. So suppose what happens if the price of banana increases than 1. So what happens? I will take the price of banana as 2 rupees. So what you will get? 10 divided by 2, you will get 5. So here the 5, what is this 5? 5 is maximum bananas you can get or purchase from what? You can purchase from the given budget. Okay, so instead of this, you can do one thing. What you can do, you will take this. What you will do, you will take these and you will substitute here. You will get utility equals to amount of apples plus amount of bananas, and now we are only consuming bananas. That is only 5. The utility you are getting is 5. So suppose with the same price of 1 rupees, how much apple you can consume? You can consume again 10 apples. So in the budget constraint we can draw like this: the xy plane xb xa. So here this is 5, right? That's 0 comma 5, and here what is this? 10 comma 0. So with apples your utility is 10. So what you are going to prefer here? You are going to prefer apple over banana because the price of apple is less than price of banana. Okay, this is the basic stuff. Thing here is we talk about indifference curves. What are these indifference curves? So here we saw a few things. What we saw? We saw common utility. That's utils of 10. So this 10 we are getting from substitution here. Means we are taking x plus y and we are getting something. So when you are talking about indifference curves are something that have common utility or the same utility. And how you are getting that one? This is the trick here. You are going to get with consuming x and y in such a way that it will give you same utility. So there are different type of curves of utility. Here in this case, when we are talking about utility, we talk about many things here. Again, we go through marginal utility, and we'll talk about MRS. We'll talk about, and we will equate that with prices of x and prices of y. Okay, we'll deal with that later.